So you're thinking about moving to Barcelona? It is an absolute dream for so many people. But let's be real. Figuring out how to actually do it can feel, well, a little overwhelming. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to cut through all that noise. We'll give you the ultimate playbook to make this incredible city your new home. All right, let's get into it.
First up, why even pick Barcelona? I mean, look at this. It's one of those rare cities where you literally get the best of both worlds. You've got miles of beautiful sandy beaches right on the Mediterranean, and then turn around and you're surrounded by mountains. Perfect for a weekend escape.
And the weather? Just forget about those long, gray, miserable winters. Barcelona basically serves up a perfect climate all year round. We're talking beautiful warm summers, super mild winters, and hardly any rainy days to mess up your plans.
And of course, we have to talk about the food. I mean, come on. The Mediterranean cuisine here isn't just tasty, it's a whole way of life. You've got fresh ingredients, unbelievable restaurants, and this amazing culture built around just enjoying a great meal with the people you love.
Okay, so how do we make this dream happen? Here's the game plan. We'll kick off with the legal stuff, getting all that paperwork sorted. Then we'll cover your first big steps when you arrive. After that, we'll dive into work, money, and taxes. Then, the fun part, finding your people. And we'll wrap it all up with a very honest reality check. All right, let's rip the Band-Aid off and get into the nitty-gritty, the legendary Spanish bureaucracy. Yeah, it can look pretty scary from the outside, but don't you worry, we're going to make it super simple. This is, without a doubt, the first and most important hurdle to get over. Okay, you're going to hear this alphabet soup of acronyms everywhere, and honestly, it's one of the biggest points of confusion for anyone moving here. NIE, TIE, QIE, what on earth are they, and more importantly, which one do you actually need? Okay, let's clear this up once and for all. If you're from an EU country, Switzerland, or the EEA, you're going for what's called the CEU, or the Green NIE. Think of it as your residency certificate. Now, for everyone else coming from outside the EU for a longer stay, your goal is the TIE. That's a physical ID card that's tied to your visa. So, the bottom line is simple. Your passport determines your path. Now, for a lot of non-EU folks, the digital nomad visa is a really popular way to go. The process always starts with getting your NIE number. That's just your tax ID, and you need it before you even apply for the visa. Then, as you can see, you gather your docs, you prove you have enough money, and then you apply. My biggest piece of advice here, be patient. The official deadline for a decision is 10 days. But yeah, extensions happen a lot.
So you did it. You got the visa, you've landed in beautiful Barcelona. Now what? Well, the two biggies are getting a bank account set up and, of course, finding a place to live. Let's get into these super practical first steps.
When it comes to banking, you've basically got two choices. You can go the old-school route with a traditional Spanish bank, but just be ready for a mountain of paperwork. Or you can go with a digital bank like N26, which you can literally set up on your phone in minutes. Way less paperwork, no language barrier. But for pretty much any bank you choose, that NIE number is absolutely essential.
And now, let's talk housing. And I want to be real with you about the costs. For a solid 2-bedroom apartment in a neighborhood you'd actually want to live in, you really need to be budgeting for something in this range every month. It's going to be one of your biggest expenses, so plan for it.
You know, finding that apartment can be a real battle. The market is just crazy competitive. We actually talked to one expat who had to see over 40 apartments before she found one. Landlords here really prefer tenants who have a stable Spanish job contract, and a heads up, unfurnished can literally mean no fridge, no washing machine, nothing. So maybe start your search in popular spots like Gracia or Pueblo now. Okay, you've got a place, you're starting to settle in. Now let's talk about the money side of your new life, your job, your income, and everyone's favorite topic, taxes. For a lot of foreign professionals moving here, there's a potential game changer that you absolutely have to know about. It's a special tax rule, nicknamed the Beckham Law, and trust me, it can give you a massive financial boost if you qualify. So look at this comparison. It's pretty incredible. Instead of the normal Spanish tax system, which is progressive and can go up to 45% or even more on your worldwide income, the Beckham Law lets you pay a simple, flat 24% on just the income you earn in Spain, up to 600,000 euros. This is a huge deal, especially if you're a higher earner. All right, you are legally and financially set up. That's huge. But you know, what really makes a place feel like home? It's the people. So let's talk about language, culture, and how you're going to build your community.
So in Barcelona, you're stepping into a truly bilingual world. Learning Spanish is of course essential. It's your key to the rest of Spain and a huge global community. But learning Catalan is how you unlock the local culture. It's the language of the government here, the schools, and really the heart and soul of Catalonia. Embracing both is really the best way to go.
And hey, if you're wondering if it's really that important to learn the language, well, this quote says it all. In a huge survey of expats from all over the world, their #1 regret, the thing they wish they had done differently, was not learning the local language. It's that important for feeling like you belong.
But here's the good news. Meeting people in Barcelona is actually super easy. The international community is massive. Websites like meetup.com are buzzing with activity for literally any interest you can think of. You can find expat groups like New in Barcelona that organize picnics and trips all the time, and you'll find a WhatsApp group for everything from hiking to beach volleyball. It's easy to find your tribe.
So we've covered the dream, and we've covered the process. Now for the last and maybe the most important part, a totally honest, clear-eyed look at the pros and the cons to help you figure out if Barcelona is really the right move for you. And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? On the one hand, you have this amazing city with incredible public transport, a world-class food scene, a massive international community, and that unbeatable weather and location. But on the other hand, you have to deal with that slow bureaucracy, really high rents, especially compared to local salaries, and the downsides of mass tourism, like pickpockets. So there you have it. Barcelona absolutely offers the dream lifestyle. The sun, the culture, the community, all of it. The question isn't whether the city is amazing. We know it is. The real question is, now that you've seen the whole picture, are you ready for the reality of making it your home?